I'm going to be showing you guys how I make over $500 a week using this simple strategy that will allow you to make consistent money in the markets. I'm going to give you guys the step-by-step guide on how to follow this strategy with live examples of trades that I took last week, so you'll be able to replicate this into your own trading. Hey guys, I'm Viper, and today we're going to be going over my personal strategy that I use on a weekly basis to make over $500 per week on average. I know you guys might be thinking, how is this 15-year-old qualified to be telling me how I should be trading or what strategy to use? But I've been trading for over 3 years now, and I've been able to make extremely good profits for my age, and I've been doing that for over a year now. And if any of you guys are new to trading and you want to get up to $200 of free stock, I recommend signing up with Robinhood. They made their trading platform extremely user-friendly, so if you're new to all this trading stuff and it seems overwhelming, they make it so much easier for beginners. And I wish I had that when I was starting out. And even if you're a bit more advanced, they released their new Robinhood Legend feature that is great for even more advanced traders that are looking for a good and reliable brokerage to use. I also currently have an exclusive deal with them that will allow you guys to get anywhere from $5 worth of free stock all the way up to $200 worth of free stocks. If you guys are interested in signing up, I'll leave a link in my bio, so if you guys are interested, be sure to check that out. Anyways, that's enough talking. Let's get straight into the video. Alright, before we dive into the actual strategy, I'm going to go over some rules that I implement for myself for trading in the markets in general. The first thing we need to go over is risk management. Keeping risk low and setting your profits high seems to be obvious, but for most traders, this leads to their demise. Setting a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio is a great rule of thumb and allows us to lose a trade and win a trade and end up still being profitable. So for example, if we risk $100, we'll end up making off of that $100 worth of risk. Now, the second rule I implement into my trading is only trading from 9:30 a.m. EST to 11:30 a.m. I decide to only enter trades from 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. due to the volatility and overall trend in the markets tends to wind down after 11:30. This, as well as me not wanting to or being able to sit in front of the markets all day, acting upon every trade opportunity I see, which would most likely lead to me entering unnecessary trades and losing more money for no reason. Now, enough yapping and let's get into the actual strategy. So for step 1, the first thing you guys need to do is head over to tradingview.com. I'll leave a link for that in the description below, and change your time frame at the top of the screen to the 1-minute time frame. Now scroll out and mark the highest point that the specific stock you're trading reached, as well as the lowest point it reached during that day. Now the next day the market opens up, wait for the first 5 minutes to play out and mark the 5-minute opening high and the 5-minute opening low. If you want to learn about my 5-minute range strategy a bit more in depth, be sure to check out my last video where I went a bit more in depth on it. Now once you've marked out all your levels, just wait for the stock to either break above the 5-minute high or break below the 5-minute low. Once it breaks either above or below, just wait for the retest of either levels and enter based off strong price action or aggressive buyers or sellers. Now you can use either your previous day high or previous day low levels as profit targets, or if the stock is trending above those levels, you can just zoom out on the higher time frames and mark out key support or resistance levels. Now for your stop loss and your take profit, you can simply place your stop loss below the impulsive candle that broke out of the 5-minute high or low, or just simply a break of market structure. If you guys want a bit more in-depth video on market structure, which is one of the most important things to understand in trading, be sure to leave a like down below and I'll make a video about that for you guys. Now that you guys know my strategy, let's move on to some examples so you guys can see how the market actually responds to this strategy. So as you can see, I'm on the 1-minute time frame on TradingView, like I mentioned previously, and I marked out the previous day high being the highest point that the stock, or in this case the indice, reached during that day, and the previous day low obviously being the lowest point that it reached during this day. Once I marked this out, I marked out the 5-minute high and 5-minute low of the next day, and now I just waited for a break of one of these levels. Also, as you can see, the stock is already above the previous day high in this example, which is another benefit of this strategy that will allow you to identify trending days in the markets as well. Or on the other hand, if the stock is between the previous day high and low, it could indicate that it's going to be more of a choppy day in the market. So let's wait for a break of one of these levels. Okay, as you can see, we just broke out of the 5-minute opening high, and now we can simply wait for a retest and strong price action to be presented. Here's the retest, and it is showing very good price action with this strong green candle at our key level. Now for our profit target, we can simply mark out the highest point QQQ reached during this day, and for our stop loss, we can simply use this pivot level that we just made, and we get a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, meaning that every $100 we risk, we will make $200 back, which is extremely important in trading and something that we should all be striving to have on every single trade. Alright, let's let the rest of this trade play out. As you guys can see, this trade worked out extremely well and hit our take profit in under 10 minutes. Okay, let's move on to the next example. Same as before, let's mark out the previous day levels and our 5-minute range and wait for a break of one of these levels. I'm sure you guys have noticed on this example as well that we are currently trending above the previous day high, which would indicate that this would be more of a trending day in the markets. Let's play out the rest of this trade and see what happens. Okay, so we just broke above our 5-minute range once again, and as you can see, once we're above our previous day high as well as our 5-minute range, this is a great sign for the trade to most likely go in your favor. Now once we came back for the retest, you can see we didn't exactly get a retest of the 5-minute opening range high level, but we did retest this consolidation period that came before and allowed me to enter once it showed strong price action at that level. I can simply place my stop loss below the 5-minute opening range level and set my take profit at a higher time frame resistance that also coincides with the 515 psychological whole number, which is where big institutional traders are most likely to place sell orders. As you can see, this trade worked out well. The only problem was that we sat through a bit of chop, but when trading in the markets, you need to be able to hold through the trades and not make emotional decisions. Some new traders will see the stock either consolidating or going down and just get out, even though it didn't hit their stop loss or profit. They just get nervous and think they're saving money by getting out early. Once they get out, the trade hits their profit target, they feel FOMO and beat themselves up about it and call trading a scam, which it wasn't, the markets, but an internal problem with their psychology. So be sure to not make emotional decisions when trading and use the charts as your guide. Now let's check out this final example for the video. So let's mark out our previous day levels in our 5-minute range once again and wait for a break of either side. All right, we just broke the 5-minute opening range high as well as our previous day high. But as you can see on this example, it's a bit different than those other two. This day, QQQ is just chopping around, not doing anything and not allowing us to enter any high quality trades. This was a pretty hard example to find, I'm not gonna lie, because this strategy tends to have a very high win rate, but just be aware with any strategy, no trades you take will be perfect or work at 100% of the time. Always practice proper risk management and don't take any trades that are unnecessary and don't lie within your trading plan. Now that I showed you guys some live examples, let me tell you guys a bit about my personal experience while trading this strategy and some general tips that will help you save a ton of time throughout your trading journey and hopefully speed up your path to profitability. I've been using this specific strategy for over 6 months now and I've been experiencing some fantastic results so far. I'm sure a ton of you guys have experienced the pain of constantly searching through strategies and not knowing which one you can genuinely learn and stick to, but most importantly, one that works consistently. This is why I posted this video for you all, to actually provide value to you all and give you guys a strategy that is simple and reliable, which is something I wish I had when I started trading. Let's get on to the next portion of the video. Now, if you guys want to learn my strategy a bit more in depth, and if you guys have made it through this video so far, I'm sure you guys actually want to begin taking your trading journey seriously and you're sick of all these BS strategies, I would recommend that you join my free Discord where we provide much deeper insights into this strategy, as well as an active community of traders and direct access to me for any questions or concerns you have about my trading strategy or any trading questions in general. Appreciate you guys sticking around, and if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and sub, and I'll see you guys later.